Here's my money. Here's your money. Here's the plan. Let's do it.
Right.
If we ain't doing that, the only thing we can do is conversate and let it flow.
Exactly.
There's only two ways you can do
It's
business.
only 2 ways. Exactly.
You know, be friends or a contract.
Yep. You're absolutely right. So that's what I'm saying.
You know, and when
you
we
gotta
put
have your piece. You gotta have,
friends.
because other than that, it ain't gonna work.
other than that, it can work because then everybody be on the same page. You gotta either have money or we gotta have some compensation and build something.
And build something.
It builds something. It takes time. A lot of people don't have patience. But another thing we can implement in the housing business is that teaching people how to do them stocks. You get investment clubs. You get a few people that got their heads on. You get investment clubs and making some money.
Start out investment club.
Oh yeah, teach
It's like a book club.
because that's what they're doing. Because that's what these kids are doing. They get on the computers, and not only that, and you can start them off with playing these video games, having competitions, and kind of manipulated.
They have treatment centers for the games.
Oh yeah. You put these kids on these video games and tell them we got the video game home, like you said, that smart home shit.
Smart home.
Man, them kids said, I want to go to that house. Why you want to go to that house? Because they playing games 24/7. They got big screen TVs.
Smart homes.
Smart homes. We doing everything because on my phone, I go to my phone right now. All my houses got cameras in them.
Yeah.
All my houses come up. All my homes come up right now. I look at my people ready to do nothing. And I got voice, I can hear them.
You can hear. Oh yeah,
yeah.
Everything has to be on a tape.
Oh yeah,
Everything
I can hear 'em.
has to be. Even treatment centers, even counseling, everything is taped.
Yeah.
Because when they fucking act out,
Yeah.
they get knocked the fuck down. Somebody got to be responsible. Well, I'm going to get us something and make my mama some dinner.
There you go.
Some, I guess I'm going to do rotisserie chicken and vegetables.
Wow. Good for you.
She got to eat.
Your mother's
She's 77.
you taking care of her or your HISS?
Yeah, I do that for her, but it ain't really even that. It's just that's
It's
my
your mother. Oh, I know. I'm just saying still.
Yeah, I do. I'm gonna make sure.
You know how to get down like that.
Well, the thing is, she ain't cooking no more, and the little nitty bullshit she be doing is crazy. So if you gotta make sure at least 3-4 times a week, you gotta have a hot meal. So she's gonna eat right. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. So that's a vegetable, a staple, something.
I don't know what I'm doing. I'm gonna sit out here, charge my phone up. I'm gonna get something to eat. I'm hungry as hell.
I'm hungry too. I ain't real hungry, to be honest with you. I used to go to that Kettle and have
Is
breakfast.
there something right here?
Right there on Rosecrans is the Mexican place, El Tarasco. That place been there 100 years now. That's where I used to
On
come
the corner right there?
Manhattan Beach.
No.
I mean, on Rosecrans. It's right there.
I just found a new spot on Marina in Inglewood.
Oh, what's it called?
It's a Mexican
La Vila?
spot. I think so.
La Vila, the
That
restaurant.
shit is- You know who just turned me on to that? I was just with him it was last weekend. It was a weekend before last. Mondo
Oh, really?
turned me on to it. Ooh, they got some bomb enchiladas.
They open now?
It's a restaurant, right?
But because it's COVID thing, is they open?
We can go down.
But El
What type of-
Tarasco, yeah, El Tarasco is right here on Rosecrans.
Rosecrans or what?
Rosecrans in this street. You
Is
just
it real
turn
Mexican
left.
food?
Oh, yeah, they got some bomb
Is
ass
this
grill.
Pacific Coast Highway right here?
Is this Pacific Coast City? That's what you was out here with earlier.
No, it's not. I don't do that.
You know what I said? Look, like, when he told me he was already here, and I was late because he was like, the dollar he found on the ground. I said, you out there with that damn metal stick.
I need to be.
Shit. Okay. Ain't no telling what he gonna come up with.
Yeah, they don't
He
find
ain't
too
came
much.
with goddamn.
That's
He done went from all the way there, all the way back here.
The power is in the people. That's where the power is.
That's what Curtis Mayfield said, big.
The power is in the people. You,
All
me, and the football players, the basketball players, the Kobe's, the money in him, and he dead. The money is into the people. Once you get the link, once you get that formula to attract and appeal to people, no matter what it is, I don't care what type of industry it is. It could be selling tires, it could be selling chairs, it could be selling canes.
Shoot, man, I know tires
Once you appeal to people, it's a wrap because that's who spends.
That's who's gonna spend. That's right.
that's who's gonna spend. Once you got that, it's the power of attraction.
It is.
Once
So
you
the
get that-
social media website, the networking website, what was your feel on that?
The social media network is again, it's just about doing it. Like, we did it. We did it. This is a start. You guys were out there doing it just now. For real. For real. That's just
Yeah, I'm gonna do my IG this week. Then I'm gonna go in there.
And then I'm gonna tell you something. It's very important is to build relationships, because just like all the people you said you hooked up with and all the people you made money with, and thank God you're here today to tell that story. Those were relationships.
Yeah, I have all those same. I built all those.
Those are relationships. But to know somebody what they like and how they move. For you to know, if you knew how I move and you knew what I had, and you said, man, I can apply something, I can build and help this. And likewise, if I knew how you moved, and again, it's about relationships. And it takes time.
It does.
It doesn't just
Don't happen overnight.
Nothing happens overnight. And I learned that by being in the junk business and having my own business for over 30-something years. It's not gonna. Sometimes things do. Sometimes you get that. What do they call it when you get it instantly?
Spontaneous.
Overnight.
Overnight.
Things do happen overnight.
Yeah.
Sometimes,
if it's meant to be.
If it's meant to be, some things do happen. But you best to believe you've positioned yourself. You done played that lottery ticket 20 times for it to hit that one time. You best to believe you done did something. Like the Jackson 5. They didn't happen overnight.
No, they told the Braxtons either.
None of these, they didn't happen
Nobody
overnight.
did.
It had to evolve. And thank God we still here.
That's what
And
I
we in the
say.
fourth quarter. I like to say we're in the fourth quarter.
Yeah.
I'm like a motherfucker. But give it to the kids. That's why I'm real big with the kids.
Me too.
I'm
big with talking to my niece. Got a boyfriend, so he's getting his trust fund, and he's getting ready to invest. He wants to do development.
Gotta teach him.
He wants to do. He said he's been looking into the sober, how buying the properties, and he said he's been looking into different industries. He was doing export with the cannabis. He don't work. He's got his own little thing, import and export. His father's an anesthesiologist, and his family came here, his grandparents, with money.
I would tell people this. I tell my kids this. I tell my kids, I got a daughter, she's in school right now. She's going through her thing. And I got another daughter who's getting ready to graduate. And then I got a son who's kind of a slow learner, and isolated and shit. But I would tell them two things. Introvert. I would tell them two things. When you talking about money and growth with money, stick with your passion, what you enjoy doing.
Yep.
Stick with your passion,
What you
enjoy doing, because you can't lose by enjoying yourself. And number two, invest.
But you also got to remember too, sometimes
Invest.
it's not going to always be about what you like.
No.
You're not going to
Real talk.
always be about because see, that's another thing with these
That's
young
true,
kids.
too.
Them motherfuckers don't like to be told, they don't want to talk. It's not about everything that you like. Sometimes you ain't gonna like
You
it,
ain't gonna like
but you just
Got
what
to
you
do it.
do is sit back and you do it because it puts character, it
You're so
builds
right about
humility.
that. Don, you're so right about that.
I love what I do,
So right
but it
about
ain't always about me liking it.
That's where that savings come in.
Right,
Whatever you're doing, whether you like it or not, make sure you're saving a little something.
right.
Saving
yes,
something.
Yes, you have to.
That's where that saving comes.
Yeah, because you got
Whether you at McDonald's, you hate it. Whether you're in the military, you hate it. My mother worked in the hospital for 15 years. She worked there so much, she hated it. She said she hated it. She ended up leaving. After 15 years, she worked at Good Samaritan Hospital. But she used to work at nighttime. She said, hate it.
like a morgue, yeah.
She used to hate it.
Yeah, and
But
so,
she did it because she had 6 kids.
Exactly. You got to do what you have to do. So you can have your passion, and that's great.
Stick with it.
That's
Stick with
great,
your
but you got to stick with it. And then you're going to do some things that you don't like to do in
Hard
order
knocks.
for you to live it out.
Hard knocks.
In order for you to come to any point. And then understand this. Money comes and goes. Just like you said, it's like I want to fuck with a person that needs money or wants money. I look at it like this. I think I want money, but I know fundamentally needing money is not where I'm spiritually at, because I know what I do God's gonna provide. Because that's why I'm still here. I should have been dead. All the bullshit I done. So, yes, money is a big part. It's gonna come. You gotta, like you said, you gotta position yourself.
You gotta
Put, and that means make a relationship. You gotta continually put yourself out there. So I got a gift to gab, and I'm continually, you know. And then I could go back to Texas, open my stuff. I still have all the connections. All the Dallas just go back, sign up, and so it's very easy for me to do that. I have to make that choice,
right?
Because I don't. One thing about LA, the hard knock life of it, because I was in Texas for so long and I was just laid back. You know what I'm saying? You got to look at your age.
How long were you in Texas?
I was from 08 to 18.
Well, 10 years. What were you doing? Just the business?
I had sober living, yeah. I had sober living. Then I got sick. And then, so the last couple of years, I was working in a women's prison because I'm a counselor. So I counsel women in prison and I counsel adolescent boys.
Well, this is what I say. I just say we continue. Because you know what happens, though? Another thing that happens, too, in business that I've come to realize is that people grow apart. And you'll find another relationship. You'll find a business relationship, and people grow apart. And you might have been networking with this person for maybe 2 weeks, 3 weeks, a month, and then after
well, that's
6 or
because
2
you
months,
don't keep up with the relationship.
Because you don't keep up with, and you know what's good at that corporation is brilliant at that. It's called database. They keep the database. They know their profiles. They know their customer's birthday.
Right.
American Express send me shit mail through the mail. Been sending me shit through the mail since the time I signed up with them.
Yes.
And they
Do you know how many emails I get from all those relationships I made?
Yeah.
It's they know my birthday. They
I'm talking about big corporations.
Yeah.
American Express, Visa, MasterCard. Hey, what is it? ARRP.
ARRP. Yeah.
These people know who you are,
Yeah.
and they don't know you. It's the system know you.
Right.
They computer system know you.
It's up to you to keep the relationships going.
So-
I still talk to the same girls I was in treatment with.
So you understand where I'm going?
Yeah, you have to
so
stay.
what we do, that's why I was talking about when I was talking to you about the website thing, is coming together and putting together a database where we have profiles of people, their birthday, what they like, what they enjoy, what they do, what they want to do. You know, and having a system. We're talking about something you pay for.
You gotta pay for the system.
You gotta pay for the system.
Yeah, but then too, can't you? Yeah, so now my sister and I know I knew an Indian guy in Texas that they do put that shit together in India.
Oh yeah,
and it
of course
costs
they do.
half of nothing
Of course they
what
do.
we pay.
I've done that. I've dealt with India.
You did with it,
Oh, yeah.
That's where I got a lot of my clients
Oh,
from
yeah.
an Indian addiction therapist. But
Oh,
I was
yeah.
cool with his son. He had an MBA,
See?
and so we would
Relationship.
Yeah, we would get. I still talk to his dad.
Relationship.
We would get the all our marketing done.
You get their profiles.
through India.
See? Easy. Relationships. I got a boy that I wouldn't even done with. I'm talking about Cappy. Cappy, Cappy didn't have personality, was kind of shallow. But he connected with this guy in India. And it was a very interesting ride. But I learned a lot from it. I learned more from it than I profited from it.
Yeah,
And what we did, we built an app. Now there you go. Now the app I spent $10 grand for to learn this. You can go right now and go get the same app for $300. You see what I'm saying? And that's what I learned. And that's somebody telling me it. I haven't experimented with it telling me it. So I'm like, and I believe it though. I believe now because technology has changed and it's advanced now. So it comes just like the video business. We used to be in the video business.
TikTok is like, it's moving so fast. I don't. They saying that IG is dying. What do you think?
Oh yeah. Oh, it's moving. It's moving.
But see, the TikTok was created for youngsters.
But do you know everyone on there?
I know everybody's on it, but it was
nowadays?
created for youngsters. So we got young people involved. People ain't got nothing to do. So it was really catered for young people.
Yeah. A lot of the stuff was created for young people. Facebook was created for college students. Now it's
old people on there.
The young kids don't even want to deal with it. That ain't for young kids. Facebook was created for college students.
Young kids I don't see them on Facebook like that.
That was for us when we were younger, and we were a little after it.
Yeah, I don't.
So times are changing
They're changing.
quick. So that's why you have to embrace the youth as well. And that's why I embrace my nieces and my nephews.
That's what I do.
My nieces and my nephews, I promote their businesses for them
Yeah,
now.
my son in there. My son sells roux. Those videos, that's his roux. He's on the side for the holidays.
What videos?
You remember I showed you the food or the gumbo video?
Yeah.
That's my son. He sells roux on his IG.
Wow.
And I'm the one. I stay on him. My niece, she sells candles. She got a candle business. She works for Sony.
My niece is opening up a vending
The
machine.
vending machine thing
for
is
hair.
good.
For hair.
Yeah.
In the airports. She
In
got a
the
contract
airports.
with Torrance. She got a with Torrance Mall.
That's the hugest fucking thing that they got that in ATL, I believe.
Yeah.
It might have came out of ATL.
Yeah, she probably did get the idea
It's
from
from ATL. ATL is hot.
Yeah.
Trust me, I want to go to I ain't been to ATL,
Yeah.
but ATL
It
is hot.
It is hot.
I told my niece.
Look
I
at
tell my
what
niece.
homegirl Stacey Abrams doing down there right now. That's the lady who run for Congresswoman.
Yep.
Who
Damn near
flipped the state.
flipped the
I don't know
state.
if you're into politics.
Yeah, she flipped it.
She flipped it.
She
Stacey
flipped it.
Abrams ain't no joke. Get
She
me off
flipped
camera, man.
You
Is
on
he
camera?
set up at the fucking taping us on
You
TikTok?
ain't on camera,
No,
nigga.
he probably ain't care. I don't know what he doing.
We don't know what he.
But it's all
We
good.
don't know what Black doing.
It's cool. It's cool.
He
But,
don't even know what sign he come to me. I said, what sign
he'll
are
get
you?
you.
Yeah, he